Honestly, I don't even think that I really need to introduce the, I guess, topic at hand here. I mean, we already know that the PlayStation 5 is going to be coming out soon. Matter of fact, PlayStation 5, Xbox, whatever the hell it's called, I already forgot. Those consoles are going to be released anytime soon. Like, pretty much as we speak, they probably, as I speak right now, they could probably already be putting them in boxes and shipping them out into, like, the nearest, shops and whatnot, for all I know. But of course, considering the fact that these, amazing consoles are being released as we speak, or pretty much, I guess, kind of being early released to a lot of people, especially, games journalists, which is very unfortunate because, as we already know, games journalism is just synonymous with utter trash. And considering the fact that the article that we're about to talk about, or at least one specific segment within an article that I'm about to talk about within Kotaku, which is one of those games journalism sites that I'm fairly certain everyone pretty much hears that name. And I'm fairly certain the moment that I said Kotaku, most of you probably had shivers running down your spine like immediately, because you know that Kotaku really delivers on absolutely shit takes when it comes to literally anything. If I remember correctly, literally like last year they were like trying to cancel Smash Brothers for a Joker DLC just because they misheard a lyric within a song. Honestly, with Kotaku, you can pretty much kind of look at what they have to offer, and pretty much expect that no matter what, no matter how well formatted it is, you can probably guarantee that at least one portion of that article is going to have something completely and totally batshit stupid that has absolutely nothing to do with the topic, or is just a genuinely terrible take in every way, shape, and form. And honestly, these few paragraphs from their PlayStation 5 review is pretty much kind of like the epitome of like, sir, this is a Wendy's. You know what? I'm gonna stop dancing around it. Let's just get started. I'm sitting at my desk, staring at the PlayStation 5 looming over my media stand. Entertainment center is a little too grandiose for the small piece of Target furniture that holds all my gaming stuff, and wondering how the hell I'm going to review this thing. How will my boss, whose various PlayStation 4 reviews I've skimmed several times so as to glean some insight into what I should cover, review this thing? How can anyone, at this very moment in time, review this thing? I mean, you can just review it, like, go over, the aspects of it, the specs that it comes with, and everything that it has to offer. Like, I don't exactly know what you mean here. Well, I mean, I do know what he means, because I've read this article, but to someone that, like, kind of reads this, they're like, where in the hell is this going? What in the fresh hell is this man talking about? But of course, as you can probably expect from a Kotaku article slash review, considering the fact that if I remember correctly, there's that one guy that works at Kotaku that couldn't even complete the tutorial of Cuphead, so you already know that they're about to go off the goddamn deep end. Like, they're about to take, like, the hardest, like, right turn you could possibly expect. Like, they're basically going full deja vu, Tokyo Drift style, taking a massive right turn and going right off of the freaking Empire State Building, and then immediately somehow transporting themselves onto Mount Everest and flinging themselves right off in the process. This review has spent 3,000 words talking about the PlayStation 5, which is the most I've written about anything. Wow, that actually comes as a surprise to probably absolutely no one. I'm fairly certain this is probably the first time you've ever written anything, considering that you work at Kotaku. It's as good a video game console as there has ever been. The combination of ultra-high-definition video, increased frame rates, high-end graphics, techniques like ray tracing, and the lightning-fast SSD make it feel like a real deal next-gen successor to the PlayStation 4. And if you're not ready to give up on the previous console, the PlayStation 5 reliably runs a vast majority of the PlayStation 4 library, with many of those games receiving upgrades to fidelity, frame rate, and loading times. But I'd be remiss to ignore all the reasons not to be excited for the PlayStation 5. I don't know why you wouldn't be excited for the PlayStation 5. Again, as I've read this article, I know why they're not excited for the PlayStation 5. And it has nothing to do with the PlayStation 5, as you would expect. Again, this is a Kotaku article. The world is still reeling under the weight of the COVID-19 pandemic. There are more Americans out of work right now than at any point in the country's history, with no relief in sight. Our healthcare system is an inherently evil institution that forces people to ration life-saving medications like insulin and choose suicide over suffering with untreated mental illness. As I'm writing this, it looks very likely that Joe Biden will be our next president, but it's clear that the worst people aren't going away just because a new old white man is sitting behind the Resolute desk. I shouldn't be laughing at this, but it's so unbelievably stupid. This has nothing to do with the PlayStation 5! It's just like, yeah, the PlayStation 5, it's gonna be a great console, but guess what? You can't be happy. We're still being ravaged by the pandemic. We're about to be nuked. Everything is going wrong as we speak. The entire world is basically being bent over, and goat-seed by a pandemic, and, you know, there's all these bad people in the world, and you can't be happy about the PlayStation 5 because of this. Dude, you literally only had one job, and that was to review the PlayStation 5 and how it was. And then you literally go on, not a one-paragraph tangent, not 2 paragraphs, but like 5 or 6 paragraphs about that has nothing to do with the PlayStation 5. Honestly, all I can really say about this is that this is just Kotaku being Kotaku. If you have never heard of Kotaku, well, I guess you've now been cursed with the knowledge of what Kotaku actually is and what they represent. Anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like. That's very well appreciated. Leave a comment down below on what you thought about the video and what you want me to talk about next. And also, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, and also make sure that you, you know, click on the bell, because, you know, YouTube is YouTube, and they still haven't fixed the subscription glitch after the past 5 years. Anyways, guys, this has been your boy Sanity. Have yourselves a nice day.